Welcome to match 4, ladies and gentlemen. As the team of Randy Savage and HBK walk down the aisle, two of the all-time greatest performers, charismatic, show stealers, easy for me to say, sorry, will face two roughneck Tuffians in this tornado tag matchup. And while HBK and Savage certainly should be favored, you have to wonder how this one will shake out. As Stan Hansen, certainly one of the toughest SOBs in wrestling, a cowboy, a brawler, a mammoth of a man. Pentagon has shown ruthless aggression again and again, proving that he will go to any lengths to win, and even after the match will go to any lengths to prove a point and send a message. Pentagon went for an early pinfall, didn't even get a 1 count. Now this tornado tag style match, certainly a lot different than your common tag match. Much harder to get a pinfall, while at the same time both competitors are expending energy, stamina, and taking a beating or dishing one out. So in many ways it's a lot different. And while you would think the match would go on longer, it often lasts around the same amount of time, but takes up a lot more energy. Hansen landed a splash from the top rope, not often a move you see from a man his size. And now he had Savage out of the ring for a short moment. He was definitely looking to capitalize, as Pentagon has seen Savage in combat just last week, as they were the two competitors to be eliminated in their fatal foursome matchup. We saw the conclusion to that match tonight as the Great Muta defeated Rowdy Roddy Piper after some interference in controversial manner. Early reports, Naito was seen to be associating himself with Muta as they were both celebrating the victory. You have to wonder what lies behind the surface, or below the surface rather. You have to wonder what has brought them together. Why are they in cahoots? Did Muta pay Naito to gain him that victory? Naito just recently tagging with Inoki tonight. You have to wonder whether Inoki knew. Perhaps Inoki was in on it as well. We'll give you more reports as we find them. This Pentagon has Shawn in an armbar, and Savage is able to break it up. Pentagon has been afforded the opportunity to rub shoulders with greatness 2 weeks in a row. Despite taking home his first loss, he lands a super kick on Shawn Michaels. The Pentagon is currently being counted out. There's been so much chaos. And look, Pentagon is trying to break the arm of Savage, and Shawn took quite a while to break it up. So he was shaking off the cobwebs. And look at that power bomb by Hansen, and Savage there to break it up immediately as we just passed the 10-minute mark. Now these are first-time tag teams, or rather both tag teams first time tagging together. So no advantage in the experience department, besides the fact that Shawn was a member of the Rockers in the early 90s. So perhaps a slight advantage for him in that way. However, very little experience tagging with Macho Man Randy Savage. The same can be said for Pentagon and Stan Hansen, as a figure 4 leg lock is applied to Hansen. I mean, it can't be stated enough, certainly a clash of styles here, as HBK and Savage certainly have very similar styles. Pentagon and Stan Hansen, very much different. Pentagon, a submission expert, a high impact offense, as Savage had a pinfall, but Pentagon has one as well and nearly got the 3 count. Had the ref gone to that pinfall first, it might have been a 3 count. And we're seeing a similar situation here as Shawn landed his super kick, but the ref had to count a Stan Hansen pin first. And Shawn is in trouble here. Absolute pandemonium is going on right now. And Pentagon misses a frog splash from the top rope. And look at that splash by Hansen, just bulldozing Macho Man. Look at the size of Stan Hansen. He dwarfs every single person in the ring. And look at that discus clothesline, followed up by a super kick and then a package pile driver by Pentagon. We have tremendous action going on now. What a matchup. Perhaps one of the most intriguing tag matchups so far in TCW, which is hard to say, so we have a very stacked tag division. And another package pile driver by Pentagon, and he rolls him up into a pin, but Savage was just in the right spot to be able to break up that pinfall. Otherwise, Fat Lady could have been singing. Wow, oh goodness, that's it. Pentagon wins via submission over Shawn Michaels. You can certainly say that'll be a notch on his belt as he takes down one of the legends of wrestling in convincing fashion. And what a matchup that was. Up next we have our 2 matches of the Ultimate Title Tournament. So make sure to stay tuned for those 2 matchups and like and subscribe. Again, thanks for watching and stay tuned.